Day 26. And these trades have moved back against us a bit. Euro New Zealand dollar. We were looking quite nice. Price was down here. Now not the case. We are down about $3 each a sub-trade. Don't have to close it. The Heikin-Ashi is still orange. But I tell you, when you see this run of Heikin-Ashi candles here, it's deceptive. It looks like it would be a really solid run, but after you discount the first one and get the entry around here, it's not as nice as it looks. Same deal for the Aussie Caddy. It's come back against us. We're about $2 down per sub-trade, but we still got the signal, although a very fine signal on the Heikin-Ashi there. It's not going to go by 12 o'clock, but if price goes up at all tomorrow, even if it goes down a little bit, could see a blue candle form. Need to get a movement down there. Now or never. Let's try and find those other signals, see if they exist. US dollar, Japanese yen sees the buy signal come. Price right up at the top, but we're not in either of those currencies. Let's just check the other charts, see if anything else wants to throw its hat in the ring. Euro Australian dollar pair gives a sell signal. We're already selling off both of those currencies. Be interesting to see which one comes out on top here. It's saying to sell off the euro, so at least that means the euro is pretty weak, theoretically. Euro Canadian dollar shows a sell signal as well. Wonder if it's going to be an epic run like this. We can't get in on it either way. Nothing else to it, so let's jump into this US dollar Japanese yen trade. Our average true range 72.8 pips. Not too much rounding off on this one. You can see the risk calculated. Buy we shall. And that's our stop loss and take profit level set. I don't like the fact that, again, price is right at the top. You can see our stop loss is clear as day, but to try and see the take profit, well, there you go. Our first take profit level is at a place that we haven't been to since January 2017. I think it's time to get there again. Another annoying trait about this trade, you can see last week where we got out of this trade here, it was only 2 days ago, and we had to close it down after the Heikin-Ashi turned against us. But price just ranged since then. Don't think it would have hit our stop loss down here that low. Doesn't look like it would make it. So we closed down the old trade here, and now we're entering up there. 60 pips higher. We'll see how it goes. Let's come back tomorrow. Day 27, a bit of a mix. We'll start with the least interesting, and that's the US dollar Japanese yen pair. Let's move to our favor since we entered yesterday. All of the sub trades up around about $8 a piece, and no charge on the swap. Still got the signals. We can keep this trade going. The Australian dollar Canadian dollar pair. This is a bit of an interesting one. It has actually flipped the Heikin-Ashi candle to blue, so we are going to have to close it, but we're in profit. So we'll shut those down now. And so after taking off the swaps, we got around about $30 from that trade. Good to get a win, but it is not going to cover our loss from today. That was on the Euro New Zealand dollar pair. And if we zoom in, price is down here, the bid price line, and that peak is around about 67, 68 pips away. So let's have a look on the 5-minute chart, and we really did get knocked out right at the high. Look at this. Well, not right at the high, I suppose. This one was slightly higher, but in the grand scheme of the day, that is up there. It's come back down since then. We still would have been down a bit, but probably only about $6 or $7 a piece. In fact, we'd be closing off because the Heikin-Ashi candle has turned blue. Might have mirrored the Aussie Caddy, something like that. So not good, because even though we've had a small win, we've lost more than we've gained. Combining those two trades puts us $43.45 down. Any new signals? I'm not sure we want them. Aussie dollar Swiss franc pair turns blue underneath the average. It's only a narrow blue, so if we see a price drop tomorrow, it could get us in there. Australian dollar Japanese yen pair, that comes to on the Heikin-Ashi above the average. Awesome oscillator filters us out. Euro Canadian dollar, that looks primed for a sell signal. Even a small drop in price tomorrow will see it come. Euro yen, another one where the Heikin-Ashi is coming blue, but the awesome oscillator below zero. Nothing more for us, so we are all in on the US dollar Japanese yen. Go US dollar. Get us some profits. Day 28, our US dollar Japanese yen trade ticking along, getting towards the take profit, $17, $18 up per sub trade now. This is what we're going to see. Keep it going, push on through. Let's check for new signals. Here we go. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar comes through. That's one. Australian dollar, Swiss franc as well. Euro, Canadian dollar as well. That's a sell signal. Great British pound, Swiss franc. That's a sell signal. We are racking them up. And so we're going to make two pairs out of this with the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, and the pound, Swiss franc. Sell signals on both of those. And let's get up the ATR for the Aussie Caddy first. 51.8 pips, which means it is 0.06 standard lots per sub trade. You can see that risk calculated on screen. Here we go. That's the stop loss and take profits load up for that trade. Take profit level 2 quite far down seemingly as always. And we look like we might be at a support level as well with price. So not expecting miracles from this one. And now the same with the pound Swissy. Average true range 84.2 pips. Not quite so many lots on this one. It'll be 0.03 per sub trade. And we'll set it off again. And that's the stop loss and take profit set as well. We got called out on this one before. You can see that trade right there. Suffered a loss there. And this isn't the strongest signal on the Heikin-Ashi either. But we need the trades if we're going to start getting some of this money back. Let's check out how they're doing tomorrow. Day 29. How are we looking? Well, all three of our trades still open. That's the main thing. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. That's come to our favour a small amount. Sub trades up $7 a piece. Pound Swissy, nothing to do with this one either, but just the opposite for price. We're about $7, $8 down per trade. Has gone against us, but not by too much. Around about a third of the way to the stop loss. US dollar, Japanese yen, still good for us. About $16 up per sub trade. And we really just want one more push just to get at least that take profit. Thought I'd check the Euro New Zealand dollar currency pair first. It's the only two currencies that we're not in a trade for. And that's not going to change now. No signal for us. That means that straight away we know there's not going to be any change in our trades tonight. Let's have a look at those other charts anyway. Euro US dollar continuing that downward move. If you could avoid a retracement on your trading stop loss, yeah, it'd be going pretty nice. Pretty timid buy signal comes on the pound Aussie dollar. Heikin-Ashi just about turns blue, but if you get into a buy trade there, it is not going to take a lot of price coming down to reverse that signal. With a really big day, it could even get across the moving average. Not the most promising trade, but we won't be taking it anyway. Pretty quiet day though, to be honest. Not really any moves on any of the pairs. So we can just let all of our trades tick over and come back tomorrow. Hopefully there's some improvement on them then. Day 30, the good, the bad, and the in-between right before the weekend. Crazy down the charts, really high volatility. And you can see this high level of volume, concerns for the new COVID variant. So let's start with the good news, and that is the Great British Pound Swiss franc. We've taken profit on our first sub trade 8, $27.17, and our other two sub trades, $35.40 up. We got incredibly close to seeing that take profit level 2 triggered, just shy of it in the end. A strong trade and stop loss move as well. Going to be getting at least 65 pips out of that. Would be amazing to get that level 2 take profit. Still haven't seen it yet. That's the good. The bad was the US dollar, Japanese yen. Again, you can see this very high level of volume. Not much yesterday. It was Thanksgiving Day in the US. But wow, there was a comeback today. This moved around about 226 pips. And we got stopped out way before the low. It's got another 100 since we were knocked out. $25 lost on each of those sub trades. $75 total. And the in-between is our Australian dollar, Canadian dollar pair. Fairly timid day compared to some of these other ones. Did have a bit of a rundown. Almost managed to get to the take profit, but not quite. Pulled back since then, and so we're around about $4 down per sub trade. Not too far from the entry price. Let's see how those other charts got on. Euro came strong against the dollar, turns that candle blue. Let's wait for the orange now. Hopefully this is just a temporary run into the euro before a continued downward trend. And a good one no less. Dollar goes orange against the Swiss franc, price below the moving average, but the awesome oscillator says no. Australian dollar, Swiss franc. Would have loved to have taken this trade. What a move it's seen. That would have been big bucks as well. Got the pound Swissy though. CAD Swiss franc gives the signal. Obviously already in both those currencies. I don't know if I'd want this trade. In fact, a lot of these trades would be questionable. Pound Aussie dollar would be coming okay now as well. That would have been a nice signal yesterday. 200 plus pips since then. Nothing extra for us though. And it is the weekend now, so it'll be exactly 3 days before we check on these trades. Looking forward to it. Just before we go, let's have a look at the journal. Okay then, updated journal at the end of week 6. It's not getting any better. $945.38 down. 22 trades in 30 days. This does seem too regular for trades to be coming along, especially when you think of how much we're filtering and how we're only trading one currency pair per currency at a time. Not great, and the losses do show that. Maybe this is our time though. If both these currency pairs we're opening now can take off, pound Swissy already on its way, we can get maybe $400-500 out of that trading stop loss. That will get us back into it. Same with the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. That one's hovering at the moment. Not really sure what it's going to do. Could go either way. Flip a coin. But wouldn't it be great to see a 3 or 4 figure win? 4-figure win would be something special. Whew. Otherwise though, we have booked more in losses this week than we did in gains. About $75 on that trade and about $75 on that trade. 150 lost. Only managed to claw back $30 from here and $27 from there. So it's approximately $93 down for the week, but we'll keep at it. Sooner or later, the Heikin-Ashi's got to give some good signals, you'd think. And sooner or later, we've got to get a 2 times ATR take profit. If you are using the average true range indicator on Heikin-Ashi signals, and you are saying a 1 times ATR value for the stop loss and a 2 times value for the take profit, right, you've had 22 losing trades so far. On the bounce, wow. Maybe we'll be back on this one doing a reverse of the Heikin-Ashi strategy. So when they tell you to go up, you go down. A contrarian indicator perhaps. We'll keep it as is for now, and we'll be back in 3 days' time.